Welcome to Hot Takes and Beer Breaks.
We were over intoxicated and underinformed.
We're just three dudes talking news and drinking booze.
I'm John.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Justin. Boys, I got a hypothetical question here.
Yes.
Shoot.
So let's say you take an artist who happened to, I don't know, sing the song Royals, and they happen to be deceased.
Okay.
And their body is just laying around full of maggots.
Okay.
Over time, what would that be considered?
Lord of Flies.
Yes.
Nice.
Lord of the Flies is a book that I recently read.
Yeah.
Because I probably didn't read it in high school because I was dumb.
Still are.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Lord of the Flies is a book written by William Golden. And basically, a group of British children crash land on an island and they have to survive. So what do? They organize. They have a communal thing where they vote on everything and all that. And what happens in democracies? They crumble.
Yeah, they don't work. It's proven.
So eventually it gets to the point where the hunters on the island are like, fuck that shit. And we got the main dude, Ralph. He's the oldest. Then you got Piggy, who's fat for somehow. He does the thing from Lost where the one fat guy stays fat.
He does like the jiggle?
No. He just stays.
Not the truffle shuffle.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I thought of the
Hurley
Goonies.
or whatever from Lost. Is that his name?
I have no clue.
Well, basically,
sure.
somehow they're stranded on a tropical island and he stays fat somehow.
Plot.
I mean, you would think he would lose just a few pounds, but it's part of the thing. So Ralph's the oldest. He's in charge. He's chief. Big chief.
Okay.
Not the tobacco from the 50s, but big chief.
Okay.
Then there's this dude, Jack, who's a psychotic child man. He's another elder. They call him the Biggins, as opposed to Lillins.
Are they all British in this?
They're all British.
They're all British?
Yeah, John, you be your British self.
Crumpets.
Jolly good. So throughout this book, and then at the end, there's spoilers ahead. There's one Simon, not to be confused with Simon Cowell, but Simon says something and he gets murdered. They just stab the shit out of him.
Well, I mean, he did say Simon says so. They had to listen.
Well, he didn't say murder me. Or he said murder me. He didn't say
Well, then
Simon
they
says
lost
murder.
the game.
Okay.
Yeah, they all lost. So after devolving into savages, they kill one kid. They kill Piggy with a gigantic ass boulder.
I mean, from vaguely what I remember, he deserves it.
He was very annoying. Like,
Yeah.
he keeps going about how he has asthma. And if he has asthma, that's okay. But then there's parts where they're building the shelters and he's not even helping. Like, help to your own abilities.
Yeah.
He's pompous.
Put in your work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do your part to help.
Yeah.
And Jack's psychotic
Okay.
because all he wants to do is hunt.
Okay.
I see no problem
kill.
in that.
Okay.
And then at the very end of the book, they're trying to hunt down Ralph because they staged, like, they revolted.
Okay.
They went against the chief that they voted in. There's also a big thing with a conch shell because he blows it and like people are magic. It's like magically alluring, but everyone goes wild. They set fire to the entire island and then the Navy shows up. And that's how the book ends. There's a lot of nuances here with like, will everyone devolve into madness and shit like that?
Probably.
But what I want to know is, could you two survive on a desert island? And if we were all stuck on a desert island.
How is it just us three surviving on the island?
Let's just say it's us three.
Let's just say it's us three.
Yes.
Nah, I think we'd die pretty quickly.
You would die.
Yeah, John would
We
definitely
would probably
be the first to
murder
go.
you.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait, hold on. You guys agreed to that very quickly.
Look, John.
It happens, John. Just
Okay.
let it happen. It's fine.
Well, what kind of island are we? Are we like
So
is it
tropical
island?
Minimal storms, and when they are storms, they're just like
Coconut, like the beer we're drinking, like coconuts everywhere.
there's coconuts everywhere.
So I'm surviving because you don't like coconuts. So
I'll
I'm
eat
good.
coconuts if I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go hunt it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Jack Wild on your ass.
Okay. And pigs everywhere, right? Wild. Is it hogs or is it like little pigs?
They call them
Aren't they-
pigs, but they're definitely boars.
Yeah, I thought they call them boars, not pigs.
Okay. So
No, they call them pigs.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell we're hunting boars because they're murdering animals.
Well, so once we kill you, John, we take your bones and make them into spears
Mm-hmm.
and then stab them with them.
I see nothing wrong here.
I don't have bones though.
Then is that why you're just gooped on the ground?
Yeah.
No,
I don't. Wait, you're gonna use bones as weapons?
What are you gonna use?
Use sticks and stones.
Well,
because they break bones.
Well, we're gonna say some words at these pigs. Words as in your dead body's bones.
Okay.
No, it's easy. You get on the beach. You land in the plane. You gather whatever you can to survive so far. You get anything that's in the luggage or that survived the crash.
Yeah, and you use the plane as like
no, it's disintegrated basically, or it's in the ocean.
Why?
Because that's what happened in the book.
Okay.
We got parameters here. You get somewhere close. You start a fire. Build a shelter.
Okay.
The fire's going to keep the boars away at night.
Do you guys know how to build a shelter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just leaves and sticks and stones and
I think
twigs
Jason's
and
dying.
They call me the Rolling Stones of giving shelter.
Okay.
But yeah, then you worry about food. You start with the berries. We of course have to let you taste all the berries first.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
of course I'm dying first.
and
now.
the mushrooms.
No, you eat a little bit. I'll try the mushrooms first.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know. I think we all die within a year.
I think it would be one of two options for me. I would either last forever or die immediately.
Because you slowly descend into madness
Yeah, and then
in the course of a week.
well, I mean that's going to happen anyway. Just as long as you
Yeah,
guys
true.
keep me tame,
I don't
That's
think
fair.
so.
you can't stop me.
I don't know. I was a Cub Scout. I knew how to I can whittle. Can make a soapbox car. I'm pretty good. I'm set.
Oh God, we're gonna die. Can you follow orders?
Yeah.
That wasn't confident.
I said that pretty convincingly.
You paused. That's what I didn't like. Do you know how to fish? Can you weave a basket?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't weave a basket.
Why not?
Fuck ton of basket. Fish? Wait, hold on. How are we going to fish? Because you have to have like twine. Like, unless you're trying to say spear fishing, which is going to be very hard for any of us.
No, you can take like weeds, crap like that, vines, and you can like kind of weave it into like a basket type thing, and then use that to like net fish.
Yeah, you do net fishing. Yeah, that'd be smart.
It's more or less a lot of trial and error, and I know like 2 different knots. I'm a naughty boy. Yes, but they would come in handy. I think we would survive.
I think we'd be all right.
Yeah, we'd be fine eventually.
Yeah, we'd be
easy.
survive.
We'd be able to build a fire because I feel like just sheer determination of rubbing sticks together.
Yeah,
Jason, you know how to rub a stick very well.
Pretty good at it.
How long have you been training for this?
Quite some time, let me tell you.
Nice. Yeah,
I had some help.
yeah.
And then shelters, all you got to do is just like make like a...
Yeah, or even if you find like a cave system or something like that and use that.
But if there's bears...
Why would there be a fucking bear on an island?
Why wouldn't there be?
I thought we were on a tropical island.
It's a tropical bear.
What?
Yeah, there's no problem.
You got to be ready for everything, John. This is why you're going to die first.
If there's a bear, we're all dying.
No.
Yeah.
I want to make friends with them.
You would die
I'm gonna ride
so
him.
quick.
But what if he has a picnic basket?
Exactly.
Okay.
He's just trying to get away from that ranger, you know?
I don't know. Do you want to have the listeners email in and ask us who?
Email in what would be your first 3 steps when you arrive on this island? And 2, who would die first out of all 3 of them?
I think it's Jason because he's trying to make friends with a bear now.
That's
That's
fine.
my guess.
Okay.
Normally it would be me, but if he's saying he's making friends with a bear, I'm just saying.
This hypothetical water swimming bear.
Jesus Christ.
And it's going to be a polar bear too.
Is it a man bear?
Yeah, of
pig?
course.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
How do you think you got here?
We're all dead. All right. So do you want to talk about Justin's favorite basketball player, LeBron James? Yeah. Okay. He had an altercation with...
He is not my favorite basketball player.
Wait, why not?
My favorite all time or favorite in the league right now?
Well, let's say favorite in the league right now. Because I have a feeling favorite all time is different.
Yeah, I'll give it. He's one of my favorites.
I feel like
It's
you
between
respect
like
LeBron.
him and like Luka.
Oh, Luka's pretty good. Okay.
The way I see Luka
Doncic, yes.
is basically he looks like somebody who has never played basketball before, but was given the powers of a great basketball player because he looks surprised anytime he does something crazy.
That's a fair point.
Yeah,
It's good, just good explanation of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
So LeBron James, Justin's favorite, second favorite NBA basketball player. He was harassed by Courtside Karen. Her name is... Okay, so is influencer just a title we give to people that are unemployed but rich?
No.
You have to make money off the internet.
So basically
That
just
makes sense,
attractive women that like have like 10,000 followers or
No,
something.
you don't even need to be attractive.
No. Just people that have a fuck ton of followers.
Okay, well, she claims to be 25. I'm going to put parentheses on that because there's a lot of skeptics around there. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what happened was LeBron James and her husband got into an altercation. I guess she said LeBron James said something to her, and then she started yelling profanities back at him. They got kicked out of the game. It was between the Lakers and the Atlanta Hawks, and they were at the Hawks game. They got kicked out, right?
Mm-hmm.
She goes on TikTok and says, you know, LeBron James said something to my husband. I defended my husband, and sorry that LeBron James is scared of a 25-year-old, and called him a pussy. He called him a pussy on the video.
Wait. LeBron James called him a pussy?
She called him a pussy. Called him out and just call him all sorts of shit.
Yeah. Basically kind of.
The man is like 6'8" and like 260 pounds.
Nah, he ain't that big. He's
brolic.
220 maybe.
No, I'd say like two throw.
I don't think he's that.
We'll get back to you on that one.
The only audible thing they could make out for LeBron James was old steroid ass, because the dude's like 55, maybe at best,
and sagging.
He's like, but no, he is jacked. He's definitely on steroids.
Yeah.
He was making an observation.
Well, LeBron James Sr. is 250 pounds. I think he could take basically anyone.
Yeah. I don't think he's scared of anyone.
Yeah.
But I think they probably got kicked out because they took their masks off and started yelling. So they're probably like, unsafe, get out of here.
So Grandpa Juicehead is talking shit to LeBron James.
And so he's like 50s, right?
Yeah.
She's in her 25. She claims to be 25.
Yep. So it's his daughter.
That's what he said. He said in a post-game interview, he's like, I thought it was a father and a daughter. And then she started calling him his husband. And I was very confused.
Well, she might unironically call him daddy.
I'm pretty sure the man's Instagram handle is daddy something.
Yeah. So it's
almost positive.
And then she came out and apologized. She's like, I shouldn't have done that. Basically, you thought you were going to get away with this because you're rich and you get away with everything anyway, because, you know, and you got put in your place. Everyone like kind of clowned her on social media, called her Courtside Karen, and it didn't go the way she
don't come at the king in his own kingdom. I
think she thought everyone was going to side with her, and it didn't happen there. She was like, oh, not everyone agrees with everything I have to say. That's weird. It's just, so I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, you know what? Kudos to her for actually, because in her defense, she sees her husband, daddy, zaddy, whatever you want to call it.
He was probably saying some things though.
Oh yeah, he was probably saying some reckless shit. So she sees her man getting like in an argument. So she's getting hyped. So she probably reacted. The fact that she like a couple days ago or something.
Yeah.
The fact that she like apologized right away. You know, that's fine.
Yeah, but she apologized because everyone was clowning her. You know what I mean? Like,
she didn't apologize regardless. But maybe she was probably in the heat of the moment and.
Yeah, well, she made the TikTok after the game. So, like, she had some time to think about it. You know, it is what it is. No, it's a funny thing.
If you get into an altercation with somebody, like, if you're at the bar and somebody's, like, talking shit.
Yeah.
You're not going to go apologize to them right there.
Nah.
You think about it after, it's like, shit.
Probably still hyped. But, you know, I think a lot of people took LeBron James' side in this. And on the internet had some fun with it. So it's fine. But do you want to talk about another rich person?
No.
Too late. Jeff Bezos.
Oh, the richest person.
The richest person. He's no longer going to be the CEO of Amazon. All right. Okay. So he's stepping down to pursue other passions. I have here.
Cheating on his wife.
Yes.
Oh. Yes.
I have here. He's going to start hunting the Kraken, flying to the edge of the flat earth, past the ice walls to see that keep the water in. He's going to see what's going on there.
It doesn't just keep the water in. It keeps everyone in.
And he's going to hunt humans on his private island. So that's what he's doing in his free time.
It's a lot of hunting.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like a hunter.
Yeah, but The Most Dangerous Game. Another book you got to read.
I can't read, John.
Yeah, we established this well before.
He talked about the Lord of the Flies.
Doesn't mean you had to read it. It's an audiobook, John. Get with the times. Come on.
Dang, Jason. Okay. Well,
but sure. Bezos stepping down. He's probably doing what Elon Musk did, where kind of like there's a little bit of controversy around him, and the fact that he's the richest person in the world
kind of take the spotlight off.
Yeah, if he steps down, people aren't going to look at him directly.
He said he was going to focus on some other things like his charities and the Washington Post and stuff like that. So he has other interests.
He owns the Washington Post?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's why a lot of people like call him out.
Well, Jeffrey, if you're listening, I'm broke and I'll talk like 4 good things about you if you want to give me money.
I won't talk any good things about you. Just give me money.
That's not a deal, Jason. All right.
I mean,
I'm sold.
hey, maybe he's into
Can
that.
I give you money now?
Yes.
His kink is just getting made fun of.
Yeah.
I don't know how the stock market's going to react to this, but let's talk about how the stock market reacted last week.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, go ahead, explain.
So Robin Hood is a fictional character who his whole premise was that he stole from the rich to give to the poor. And what we saw the other week was not that.
Was he really fictional?
Yeah.
I actually thought he was a real person.
Nah.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
I think he was like a fictional story to make people feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do a quick Google search
if you
while
keep
you're
the
doing
peasants down, they won't revolt.
Makes sense.
But so what happened was, I'm gonna use an analogy here. Hey, Jason. So what happened is these hedge funds.
Mm-hmm.
Let's compare them to like, I don't know, a big rich like sports team.
Okay.
All right. So we got this sports team here. Oh, John.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you while you're on a rant, but Jason was correct. Robin Hood was a real person.
Yeah, I thought there was some.
Although he may not have been called
really
Robin Hood during his time as Robin Hood.
Yeah.
And the first thing I saw was Robin Hood a socialist? So that's where we're at.
Interesting.
That was
continue, Justin.
Go ahead, continue.
So say this gigantic sports team is I kicked the table.
Oh, okay.
So say the sports team. So equate the sports team to a hedge fund. So this hedge fund decides, hey, I see this company that's going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically borrow this is shorting a stock. So they borrow this stock at a certain price. So say it's $10. They borrow it for $10. Then they sell it at $10.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a contract, they have to pay back. They have to give back that the amount of stocks that they borrowed.
Correct.
So the goal is when you short it is you sell it at 10 and then later on when the stock goes down, so say it goes down to $5, you can buy up all the stocks that you just borrowed and give them back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that's basically shorting a stock.
It's betting against the stock, basically.
So now picture like a football team does this.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So a football team is like, our quarterback is going downhill.
Yes.
Like our quarterback sucks. Our fans have cheese all over their heads. It makes no sense. He's a has-been going downhill, doesn't do anything. So you know what we're going to do in this draft? We're going to pick up a new quarterback
that they will love.
And then guess what happens? The old quarterback kind of pissed off. So let's say the quarterback decides to go on an MVP style season. Therefore, the people who invested into this new quarterback are like, oh shit, this isn't good.
We look foolish.
Yeah, we look foolish now. So look at the hedge funds. They bought these GameStop stocks. GameStop is the retail company where if you bring in $7,000 worth of gaming equipment, they will give you 4 cents as a trade-in.
It's very accurate.
Because fuck them. Nobody's a winner in this situation.
Okay.
So GameStop
poor people are who bet on it.
No, not the people who got in too late and they got screwed over.
Okay, but the people who got in early.
Yes. So basically what happened was this Reddit group saw that these hedge funds were shorting these stocks of GameStop. GameStop has clearly been on the low, been going downhill for years. You can download your games. You can order them from Amazon.
Yeah, there's not much reason
there's
for GameStop.
almost no reason to
there's
go
no
in
reason
there.
to go in. Let alone this pandemic, like people don't want to go out anyway. So these hedge funds that bet on this stock going down, a bunch of people on Reddit, there were 6.9 million people in Wall Street bets on this Reddit group.
I am now one of them.
6.9.0001 million people in this group. And in that group, they all decided, hey, let's screw over these hedge funds who think GameStop is going to go downhill.
Mm-hmm.
So by all of them buying GameStop stock, artificially inflated the stock, causing these hedge funds, which shorted them at a very, they bought it or shorted it at a very low price. Now the stock jumped. Well, I mean, I don't know what it is right now, but it
went
jumped
to
up over $300.
It's actually down today.
It's down today, but it did jump up within the time frame that these stocks would have needed to be bought back, costing these hedge funds billions,
which is hilarious.
Which is so funny.
Yeah, because they bet that GameStop was gonna fall down even more, right?
Yes.
And because Reddit like made this go up, it went up to like $400, I believe.
Yeah, at one point it like peaked around $400.
Now is it down to 200, right, Jason? Or is it down to
currently? It's General Motors.
You are not looking up the right stock there.
But so with this, it identified.
I typed in the wrong ticker. My apologies.
So it's about $90 right now.
Yeah, it's down to $92.
Okay, so it's going to come back down.
But like months ago, it was like $4.
But where does Robinhood come into this story?
I will get to that.
Okay.
Because this shows a flaw in the system. So rich people and hedge funds companies, by them shorting a stock, it basically puts a target on the back of these companies. Because it's like, oh, billions of dollars are being bet that this company's going downhill.
Yeah.
Which means it's probably most likely going to go downhill because they're not going to like bet on all that money for no good reason.
Yeah, they take calculated bets.
So from that, it shows it's kind of fucked up because if a few hedge funds put a target on a company's back, it's basically saying they're going to go down regardless. So like funding could dry up, something else could dry up. It kills a company sometimes.
Yeah.
Then there's other weird legal thing or illegal legal things where like, so a company puts a short on something, it goes down, they make money. Then somebody else, rich friend comes over, buys the stock now at a cheap price.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up.
They're all kind of fucking intertwingling and
they manipulate the market, which is illegal. I don't know if it's actually illegal or if
somebody else buys it and they're in cahoots, that's illegal. Yeah. But shorting a stock isn't illegal.
Yeah.
But it's funny hearing all these rich people complain about how this is unfair when shorting a stock is legal, but also technically what all the people on Reddit did is legal.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, it's a gray area, but it's legal.
I mean, like, to be fair, like everything's in a gray area right here. Like it's the real illegal thing. Do you want to the Robinhood?
I'll get to that.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep
I got a flow I'm going with.
Okay.
Jonathan.
Okay. My fault.
So from here, it also identifies the problem with the stock market in general. Tesla has the same problem. Many of these companies have the same problem. What the stock market is supposed to do and how much a stock is worth, in the basic terms, it's supposed to reflect the company's value. Mm-hmm. If you've been into a GameStop recently, and you probably haven't, which emphasizes the point of this.
Yeah, it's
GameStop
not worth
isn't worth any of this.
No.
So this was artificially inflated, which so many companies are artificially inflated. So many things can over the past 4 years, just Trump tweeting one thing could dive bomb a company.
Yeah. And it just gets thrown into chaos because everyone starts pulling their stocks out.
Exactly. It doesn't actually reflect a company's value.
Yeah.
So that's this other big thing that's been identified from this. So the controversy comes here with Robinhood.
Yes.
Not the one that fights the sheriff of Rottingham? Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Sure.
Yes. So Robinhood is a free brokerage app.
Yeah. An app that you can use on your phone to invest in stocks.
Yeah. You don't have to pay any transactions. You don't have to pay any other fees or anything.
Commission fees, all that sorts of stock mumbo jumbo.
So, you don't have to be rich to invest in stocks with Robinhood.
So Reddit used Robinhood and other similar apps. I don't know which one specifically, but Robinhood was the main culprit for this, to buy up all these GameStop stocks. So what Robinhood did, they prevented these people from buying stocks, which I think is illegal.
Yeah. It's definitely illegal.
They stopped them from buying stocks altogether. They basically froze the stock itself as a whole from buying it. You couldn't buy fractional shares. You could sell them, but nothing else. And then slowly, surely, they kind of were all right, now, because they got in so much fucking trouble and everyone was pissing them, they kind of walked back to like, yeah, you can buy them now, but
you can only buy a limited.
You can only buy X amount. And then it was, X amount plus 2. And like, they're kind of slowly walking back basically because GameStop's down to $92. Yeah. When at the high point of it, it was up over $300-$400.
Yeah.
Which it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because rich people manipulating the market is fine. But when the poors come to go do it.
Yeah.
It's all of a sudden an uproar and a crime.
An outrage.
There was a lot of like memes. It was like rich people, like poor people, just invest your money. And it was like, okay, we will. And they're like, no, wait, no, stop.
Yeah. It's so like I'm selling all of my Robinhood stocks and I'm going to find something else to go through. I'm getting out of Robinhood.
Okay. Yeah. It's really corrupt. A lot of people have been calling for Robinhood CEOs and stuff because they also have connections to there was I don't remember the name of the man and I also don't want to call him out by name because it may not be true. It's also all rumors, but
allegedly someone who was in cahoots with Robinhood bought and sold a shit ton of GameStop stock right before they were paused on the Robinhood app.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. They made out like a bandit. And then
shut it down. Yeah, it really shows how corrupt the system is. A lot of people have been saying, like, I don't understand why rich people are getting all upset about losing all this money. They'll just pick themselves up with their superior work ethic.
And bootstraps.
Yeah. That's pretty good, right, Jason? Got you with that one. It's a crazy situation. It's highly illegal.
Shit show.
Someone's got to go to prison for this. Someone has to.
Nobody will.
A lot of people got to go.
Well, I don't even care if they go. I don't think. Well, they don't know if they have to go to prison. The hedge funds lost billions of dollars, and now people realize that as a collective, they can manipulate the market.
We're way stronger together than we are.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's one step away or one step closer to communism, which
has not been fully tested.
Thank you.
God damn it, that joke. Well, you're continuing the joke of communism not being fully tested, right?
No, that is not a joke.
Okay.
Those are true facts.
True as facts.
Well, continuing.
Marx my words, John.
Marxism, my words. Yeah. Okay, so we got aliens again. And I think something is going to come down because there's a lot of stories coming out from the government, from like just more and more publications are reporting these stories. So this lady this is coming from TMZ. Lady took photos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very, very reliable news source.
I know. It's not the most, but it's crazy that it's like New York Post, New York Times, Washington Post, TMZ. You know what I mean? Like they all have their alien stories, which is weird. Mm-hmm. So this lady took photos. She was driving down the LA highway, saw a glowing object, took 3 photos. I don't know if Jason, can you pull up the image for Justin so that way you can see
I've seen them.
You've seen them?
Yeah, it looks like a smear on our window.
Okay, that's fair. I think it looks like we'll link the description down below if anyone wants to see these photos. But it looks like a silver object. Jason, if you want to go down, they have like zoomed in pictures.
That 100% looks fake as shit.
Yes, okay. It does.
Everything in the background looks blurry as fuck. And then you see that picture. It literally looks like she photoshopped it in.
That's fair.
And I'm a full believer there are aliens out there. But that is a crock of shit.
So like experts have looked at it and said based on like the angle or whatever, it's highly unlikely it's doctored. Like it's definitely something in the air, whether or not it's a UFO or whatever. But there's definitely something in the... You don't think so? You're not buying it?
I'm not buying any of this.
But look at that disc right there, right? Like it's a disc and then you see the little dots underneath. Like that's how you describe a UFO. Like it's a disc with a dome and then you have like lights underneath or whatever. So like whatever the proportional, I can't say
nope,
it.
Proportional?
No.
Proprietary?
Propulsion system.
Jet propulsions?
Yeah. System would be underneath the bottom like that, right? Like it kind of looks like a UFO.
Why does it have to be a disc? This is what I've always wondered with aliens. Why a disc?
I don't know, man.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm not the architect of alien spacecraft, sorry.
You're in space. You don't have to worry about like aerodynamics. There's no air.
Yeah, but the way like jet fighter pilots describe these things flying, like people who have actually seen them, is they don't fly like you wouldn't see like a disc like for the videos at home like flying like this. What you see is it tilts up and like the dome point flies that way.
That's even worse for aerodynamics.
But I don't think aerodynamics has anything to do with like alien spacecrafts. Like I think it's literally gravity. Like I think they manipulate gravity in a way.
You know what they also manipulate?
I sound crazy right now.
This picture, because it's horrible.
Okay, that's fair.
If you're driving on the highway, first of all, do not take pictures and drive. Focus on the road.
She did say she was on her phone, which is very unsafe.
Yeah. So already she does not have the personality that I would trust.
All right, fair.
And why couldn't she pick up a video?
Fair.
You're telling me she can snap 2 pictures in the same time as she can like swipe over one time?
She said as the story was going on, she had her phone, saw this light, snap photos real quick, and it was gone. And like there was lights behind it. Like it was like this thing, and then there was lights behind it that she said she saw. That's a video for a movie.
Is that Close Encounters?
Is that the Millennium Falcon?
That's what I thought at first, but I don't know.
I think it's a DeLorean.
The caption of the video says it looks like something straight out of Independence Day or Close Encounters. So
I don't know. I'm just saying there's a lot of UFO shit coming out all of a sudden, all the time. Didn't Trump say he was going to like release a whole lot of UFO shit?
He also said he was going to build a wall and then lock her up. But do you trust anything that man says? Wait, hold on. You're trusting him?
No, I didn't. I'm just saying like that was what he was going to say, I think, during his presidency.
I mean, granted, he has let a lot of illegal aliens into the country. So over the years, he kind of sucks at that.
Got him.
Got him.
All right. So do we want to talk about a more serious topic?
Well, all this talk of aliens makes me want to drink more because you just sound stupid.
Stupid.
First
Damn
off,
it.
I believe in aliens, but you just sound stupid.
I do sound stupid, but you didn't have to bring it up, Jason.
Sorry, it's easy to do.
What are we drinking today?
Justin, please describe the coconut swirl we are drinking by Decadent Ales.
So when I have a very advanced palate, boys.
Yes, that's why I asked.
When the liquid hit my lips, I nearly gagged because it tasted like
coconut.
It didn't even taste coconutty. It just tasted like stale and bitter.
It has a sweet smell to it, though.
Yeah.
Would you describe it as how he described the last beer we drank, which was fucking gross?
I want to give it fucking gross because I am getting through it.
Okay, that's fair.
But the redeeming fact, so it is a triple Indian pale ale with coconut and vanilla.
10.2%. Which is going to help out
bad,
this podcast.
You know, that helps.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. It's pretty good. John, where is this from? What brewery is this?
Decandent Ales?
Decandent Ale.
Jason, you said you knew more about this brewery then, right?
Yes, because I read the label on the can that said it was brewed out of 12% brewery in North Haven, Connecticut.
Hold on. We already established Justin can't read. I never clarified whether or not I could. So,
but John, this has to do with numbers because you said it was from 12% brewery out of North Haven, Connecticut.
Very correct.
Oh, is that why does it say Decandent Ales on the top then?
Because 12% is they brew other people's beers as well as their own. So like they brew and can. If you're a very small place, they will brew it there for you in large quantities and can it.
Oh, cool.
And basically sell it or send it out however they do their thing.
This is one of the smaller breweries that they kind of...
Probably, yeah.
Okay, cool. I like it. I thought it was pretty good right off the jump. But
well, you also think that this picture shows real aliens.
So I might be crazy.
You are crazy. You're coco nuts.
Got him.
Doing this podcast with you guys, so definitely I'm crazy.
Yeah, you're taking crazy pictures. It's not that bad.
I think you had a little like I could get where you're coming from the jump, but you settle into it.
It grows on you.
Yeah. It doesn't have a weird like bad aftertaste. Like it gets okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
And also it's 10%.
Yeah.
If you handed it to me again, I would drink it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to seek this out.
It smells good. I like it. And I like the teal color of the can. I think it's cool.
Out of 10 beers, how many would you break out of pure excitement?
I give it a 6.
6 broken beers.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what that.
Interesting.
I don't know what that system means. That's coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, maybe like a 6.9.
6.9 broken beers. Nice.
What do you got?
Thanks.
I'd probably give it about 4 broken beers.
Okay.
Anything under... My scale is like, if it's a 1, I'm never drinking it again.
So PBR? No.
Whoa. That's a fine American classic right there.
It's an award-winning beer.
Natty Ice.
Also, award-winning college classic. Come on
Get
now.
the fuck out of here.
Natty Daddies.
So let's talk about the COVID vaccine, because there's a lot of things going on with it. It's kind of getting...
We're not qualified to talk about, to be completely honest.
But we're not qualified.
I'm very qualified to talk about microchipping.
Oh, okay.
From Bill Gates.
Nice.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Jason, what is not being qualified to talk about anything ever stopped us before?
I guess it's a fair point.
Okay.
Nice.
So the COVID vaccine, it's kind of hectic. The rollouts are taking a lot of time. There's a lot of demand for the vaccine. And unfortunately, they're not being met.
Would you say the rollout is ludicrous?
Got him.
All right. So I'm keeping it moving. So all 50 states are reporting shortages in the United States. Bunch of other countries are just clamoring for this. The poorer countries probably won't get this vaccine out to their populations until 2023, some experts say.
2023?
Yeah.
Oh my God. But,
yeah. So it's going to take a while for this to get out. So who knows how this is going to go, but
we have so much money and resources in this world.
Well, I have a quote here.
Yeah, but why should we help other people? That's just selfish. We should totally help ourselves before everybody else.
Because I'm getting this story from the BBC. All right. So I'm going to talk about what they have right here.
Not TMZ?
No, not
different news source. Oh, okay.
Hey, BBC didn't talk about aliens this week. Okay.
I wonder why.
But before you go on, can I point out something?
Yeah.
There is a Sour Patch Kids cereal that exists in the world, yet we can't produce enough vaccines.
It's time. It's money. I don't know.
Sour Patch
You
Kids
become
cereal.
a doctor and figure it out. Okay.
I will.
But it says, but what makes the U.S. especially troubled, according to experts, is that its healthcare system is not centralized, and the administration of the President Donald Trump failed to build a proper national vaccine rollout plan to fill the void. So a lot of people kind of blaming Trump for this.
I feel like that's an easy thing to do.
It's not unfair, but because like within the first couple of months, you kind of blame the past president or for their successes or failures. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like it's tough to kind of give credit. He also, like, I saw something like President Obama set up a pretty comprehensive system for this kind of things. He had a pretty big pandemic plan set up. Trump fucking got rid of that shit real quick.
Well,
so we weren't set up.
Obama made it. You got to get rid of it.
Basically.
Yeah.
So Biden has a tough task ahead of him trying to get this shit figured out. He's also talking about, the COVID bill relief is going on right now. They're voting on it, likely getting passed without. Do you guys want to comment on anything? Or are you good?
No, I just want my money.
Okay. So interesting thing about that, actually, I got it. So the COVID bill.
Bullshit thing about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure you know what this is going to. The COVID bill is going on this week, right? It's probably going to pass the House and the Senate without any Republican support, maybe a little bit in the House, but it's likely going to pass the Senate without any Republican support. Mm-hmm. So just a 51 majority in the Senate, because Kamala Harris would be the tiebreaker with a 54.
Allegedly.
Yeah. The COVID bill is going to pass what they've been promising $2,000 checks, the Democrats, for a long ass time.
Georgia was won because they ran on that.
Exactly. This is bullshit. They're going to do $1,400 checks to equal out $2,000 because of the $600 before.
I mean, in fairness, they never said how they were going to give out $2,000. They just said you were getting $2,000.
I guess it's fairness, but they did mislead the public. Like everyone thought they were.
Yeah, John, that's politics.
Yeah,
they mislead everyone all the time.
This is the shit that's going to make them lose in 2 years. Like, probably you told people $2,000. Like, first of all, $2,000 isn't enough.
No,
people should be getting $2,000 a month.
I think Bernie Sanders said $2,000 a month, I believe.
Can you say exactly how he said it?
$2,000 a month.
Do the mittens.
$2,000 a month.
He wasn't covering his mouth.
He would have a mask on because he's fiscally responsible about the COVID vaccine.
$2,000 a month.
He wants to say something, but he can't.
I don't know why you use the word fiscally responsible, because that's not the right word.
You're right. It's that 10.2% getting to me right there. Yeah, but it's going to pass through. There's a lot of other things going in, like it's going to be relief for small business owners. So it's going to help families. I don't know if it's enough. Like,
how much goes to big businesses like last time?
Oh,
probably a lot.
Cool.
We won't know the details until it kind of gets passed through the Senate and the House, because amendments can always get added on. And
are they squeezing in a shit ton of money for the military too?
Of
like
course,
last time?
Duh.
which I wouldn't mind if, because I know somebody who they went to, is either a National Guard or an Army ran clinic thing for getting the vaccine. She went in and she was in and out in 10 minutes.
Really?
This was in New York City. They had it organized. They had it perfectly organized. Like, it was military organized. So It was get in, get your shit, get the fuck out. That's how it should be.
Okay. But like, yeah, like, I don't know if that's the military budget though. It
was the military running this certain clinic.
Yeah, but the military running it doesn't, like, the military budget is typically for like active wars and stuff like that. I don't know how much of that
for guns.
Yeah.
But why don't we use it right now? We're not fighting any wars right now. Let's use it towards fighting.
That's what you think. We're always fighting wars somewhere.
Don't ask good questions out here. I don't fuck. No one knows. Everyone's just like, where's this money going? And it's going to the military, and that's all they got for us.
Can I have one of the guns? Like, they seem cool.
Second Amendment right there. Give it to us.
It is. What we need is to get these people out there, get the military out there with either guns that shoot vaccines.
Okay.
We need boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground?
Boots on the ground.
Can you put these boots on without using your hands? Like Nike just developed shoes that you can use without your hands.
Go on.
So Nike, Jason, do you want to elaborate? Because you have the quote right in front of you, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's more than a quote. It's a whole...
spiel.
Yes, not spiel. It's a whole letter.
It's a very inspiring letter.
There's a lot of letters and words and paragraphs.
Yeah, I know, right? Shocking.
Go ahead, Jason.
All right, so back in 2012, I don't want to call him a kid. He was 16 at the time. His name was Matthew Welzer. And he had wrote a letter to Nike on the premise of, this is going straight from a New York Post article that said he has cerebral palsy and he cannot get dressed the same way most people do. So he wrote this to Nike. Out of the challenges I have overcome in my life, there's one thing that I'm still trying to master: tying my shoes. That's where it's from. Cerebral palsy stiffens the muscles in the body, as he explained. As a result, I have flexibility in one hand, which makes it impossible for me to tie my shoes. My dream is to go to the college of my choice without having to worry about someone coming to tie my shoes every day. So what Nike did was they invited him to consult on a design to match basically what he wanted. And he worked alongside a sneaker guru named Toby Hatfield.
Oh, him?
Yeah. Legendary designer who created iconic landmark Nike shoes.
I've been a shoe head for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. So the shoe's $120. It'll drop February 15th. You don't need hands to tie your shoes. You slide them on and you slide them off, and the back kind of kicks out and reclines. So you don't even need hands to take them off. It is a very, very incredible design.
It's a cool look.
People that don't have use of their hands, but want to look fly as shit with Nikes and need that savability that the shoe provides, unlike wearing something else like a sandal or a moccasin.
Yeah,
something like that.
Because I asked the stupid question. I was curious. I was like, why don't you just wear moccasins? Because if it was up to me, I'd wear moccasins all the time. Mm-hmm. And Justin, you correctly pointed out to me.
I brought up the fact that if somebody had cerebral palsy, they may not be able to walk like an everyday person. They might kind of shift to the side. So they need the stability, and Nikes are known for having pretty good shoes.
Yeah.
So if you want the effects of running, the quality of running shoes without having to tie them, this is a match made in heaven.
Yeah, that's a great point. So this is awesome. I hope Nike gets this out to actually people that need them instead of people that are trying to, cop them for, whatever reason. Because if they are cool looking shoes.
Are these going is there a thing with it where a portion of it goes to cerebral palsy research?
Does not look like it.
Okay, so I wonder.
It's still a cool concept. I like these out of the box concepts.
But
Yeah.
if they sell out, right, that leads Nike to probably make more in the future.
Yeah,
which is good too. So
and for them to experiment with different types of shoes. Recently I bought Air Force Ones. And the ones that I got were made with a portion of sustainably resourced material.
Yeah.
So all recycled stuff. I thought that was cool. That's why I didn't wait for it to go on sale. I just bought it.
I almost bought Adidas like that. They were recycled materials.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy them, but.
Yeah. I mean, Adidas, Nike more than not. I feel like they really listen to their customers.
Yeah.
That one fan that emailed. Oh, that was Under Armour, I think.
That was Under Armour for Steph Curry. Yeah.
All these big things. I'm happy that they actually listen. And for the people who don't know, a female fan emailed
a young female girl.
Yes, she was like, "Hey, Steph Curry, why aren't there any why isn't your shoe coming in girl sizes?" So shit got done, and then boom, they made him in female and.
I think it had more to do with Curry than Under Armour itself, though.
Well, either way, when you have these people who have they want to help people, they will push the things.
And when you talk about basketball stars like Steph Curry, like LeBron James for Nike, like you just have so much power. Like you could just be like, hey, I want a shoe that's designed like this for this kind of issue. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's cool. It's definitely very exciting. So, and that's awesome. And it's a really good point out because a lot of people are like, why would you make this? This is kind of lazy, or, or someone like me who I was like, why don't you just wear moccasins? And you correctly pointed out, like, no, it adds more stability to it. So that's
John,
a very good point.
I am woke.
You are woke. I was uneducated to that, and I'll admit to it. But
it's something that most people probably wouldn't think twice about. It's like, why the fuck do I need to? I can just bend down and get it. It's like, what if you can't?
If you don't know anyone that's affected by this, you might not even think of the challenges or the things. So it's very cool.
It could also not even be like cerebral palsy, like
anything.
What if somebody's older
and literally just anything?
They just want to wear shoes that are comfortable,
that look fly as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's very cool.
Like if my 97-year-old great grandmother wants to just ball out walking around the neighborhood,
hell, why not?
Stomp, stomp. She's ready to rock.
She's ready. She's ready
to ball.
If you wanted to get out of something, right? What would you do? Like, let's say you had a virtual meeting with somebody and they said you had to sprint all the time. What would you do? What would your plan be?
I would tell them, suck it, because we merged with T-Mobile. Bitch.
Got him.
Okay, you're wrong.
No, I did.
I mean, Sprint clearly merged with T-Mobile, John. That's old news.
All right. So Rob Gronkowski decided that his coaches for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wanted to see him doing sprints over the offseason. So he did them all on one day with different T-shirts and then sent videos on different days so that he could get out of them, get out of the workouts, right? It clearly worked because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in the Bowl right now.
Wait, how are they?
They're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't want to talk about it.
But who did they play in the previous game?
The Saints. The Washington football team.
Hey, weren't we not supposed to say the name of this thing?
Bleep it. We'll bleep it out.
Fucking both of you two.
No, we're going to keep rolling.
Okay.
You're getting sued, though.
The big game.
The big game.
Rob Gronkowski's playing in the big game. What do you guys think? Who do you think's going to win?
I already told you who was going to win.
Rob Gronkowski's out here not sprinting, though.
Yeah.
No, he clearly did his sprints.
Just on one day.
Yeah, so, I mean, he didn't cheat the system. There was no cheating the system. If he had to do 10 sprints, he still did 10 sprints.
Fair.
Well, my question is, so he recorded himself doing sprints. Was he supposed to do 10 sprints every day or something?
I think so. I think it was like he was supposed to do sprints every single day. So he recorded him doing them on different days, like on different T-shirts on the same day. So that way he could just not do it.
But did he do all 10?
I don't know how it works.
See, that would have made the most sense. Or if he was very smart about it, which, Gronk is not the brightest bulb in the bunch, but he would have he had to do 10 sprints over the course of 10 days. He's got his 10 T-shirts lined up. You run the first one, you loop it 10 times.
Maybe that's what he did.
And then I doubt I doubt it too. He probably did all 50, 60 sprints in one day in just different shirts just because he didn't want to leave his house.
Mm-hmm. The man's as sharp as a bowling ball. He probably just did one sprint and then sent the video.
Probably.
And they're like, fuck it.
Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl? Justin, you think Kansas City's going to win?
I know Kansas City's going to win.
Jason, have you decided yet?
Or you said they were going to tie.
Yes, they're going to tie.
You're going to tie. Do you have a bet ready for us?
Yeah, you were going to prepare a bet for me.
That's not how that was going to go.
Well, what are you betting? I have my bet to you.
What's your bet?
No, you have to tell me
I'm going to piggyback on your bet. What's your bet?
You can't.
Yes.
Be original, John.
That's against the rules, John. That's not in the fine print.
Yeah, but I want to hear Justin's.
We got to go alphabetically by first names.
Yeah, but I'm the leader of this podcast, so I get to
I thought
jokes on you.
Shots fired.
This podcast is the first time communism has ever been tested. We own the rights. The power.
What do you got?
The means of production.
Yeah. What do you got?
Shout out our producer.
What do you got? What's the bet? Anything?
I bet you 4,000 Prussian francs.
Okay.
Except it's a good offer.
All right, I'll take that deal.
No. We'll do ices.
Do ices? Okay, so whoever loses has to do an ice.
Smirnoff
whoever
ISIS,
loses has
not
to.
ISIS.
Oh, I was gonna say has to go take down ISIS. Okay, yeah, we'll do.
I thought you were gonna say has to join them. But
Okay,
that's
so
fine.
No, I fight them individually.
So whoever loses has to do an ice.
Yeah, right at the end of the game.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's acceptable.
That's the deal. We'll put it up on our social medias.
Yep.
Sounds good.
We'll TikTok it.
TikTok it.
We'll
TikTok it. We'll Instagram it. We'll do all what the young kids do. You know, whatever they do.
the kiddos, the Lillins, as Lord of the Flies would say, not the biggins.
We'd make it off that island.
I would use your corpse as like the Swiss Army knife man with Harry Potter like farting his way through all the glory.
Oh God. Okay.
Watch that movie, Swiss Army Man.
Thanks for drinking with us. Find us at Hot Takes and Beer Breaks on social media and wherever you get your podcasts. Cheers.
Adios.
Bye.
Let me clear my phone.
Unique New York.
Yeah, get it.
The arsonist has oddly shaped feet.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thanks, Jason.
That's how I feel about that. What did I do?
You okay there?
Oh,
Are you just making noises?
it's so bad.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Did you rip ass?
No, the beer.
The beer?
It's so bad.
Cool.
Okay.
Coconut swirl. Okay.
I knew it was going to be bad and I bought it anyway.
That sounds exactly like what you would do.
Yeah. I looked at it. I was like, that's interesting. It caught my eye.
I'm not even near myself.
This ain't bad. It's got a little coconut aftertaste. She snapped photos of a UFO. She said it was passing by. It only took a few seconds. She saw a glowing object in the sky. Took her phone. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
Start again from.
I'll just start with the alien.
Yeah, do the alien again.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
It's falling over.